Dramatic visuals of a dark, stormy environment. Lightning flashes illuminate the silhouette of a colossal creature rising from the ocean depths. The camera pans to a dense, prehistoric jungle where an immense serpent coils around ancient trees. Intensifying sound effects build suspense. Two titans from the realms of legend and prehistory. One, a creature born from humanity's own destructive prowess. The other, nature's apex predator from an era lost to time. Today, we delve deep into the realms of science and speculation to answer an extraordinary question. What would happen if Godzilla faced the might of Titanoboa? Greetings, esteemed viewers and fellow connoisseurs of the colossal and the prehistoric. In today's session, we're embarking on a comprehensive analysis that transcends mere fantasy. We'll meticulously dissect an unprecedented confrontation between the iconic king of the monsters, Godzilla, and the titanic serpent of the Paleocene epic, Titanoboa. Prepare yourselves for an intellectual expedition through evolutionary biology, nuclear physics, and speculative ecology as we envisage this epic battle. Origin and history. Godzilla, or Gojira, emerged from the Pacific depths in 1954, conceived by Toho Studios as an allegory for the nuclear devastation witnessed in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This anthropomorphic representation of nuclear fear blended prehistoric reptilian traits with modern science's nightmares, creating a character that resonated globally. Over the decades, Godzilla's narrative evolved, from a malevolent force of destruction to a complex being that oscillates between antagonist and anti-hero. This shift mirrors humanity's changing perspective on nuclear power, from terror to grudging acceptance and even reliance. Godzilla's impact on media is profound, spawning over 35 films, numerous comics, and adaptations, influencing the kaiju genre and leaving an indelible mark on popular culture. Physical attributes. Godzilla's physiology is a subject of fascination and debate among fans and scientists alike. To approximate its physical dimensions, height varies across films, but in legendary pictures, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 2019, he stands at approximately 119.8 meters, 393 feet. Weight estimated at 99,634 metric tons, 219 million pounds. Such colossal proportions defy conventional biology, requiring speculative explanations. Musculoskeletal structure, reinforced bone density and novel muscle fibrils to support immense mass. Dermal armor, composed of hypothetically radiation-hardened bioceramic scales, providing resistance to extreme temperatures and physical trauma. Energetic processes, possesses a bionuclear reactor within, utilizing nuclear fission or fusion for energy, enabling regenerative abilities in his signature atomic breath. Past feats. Godzilla's confrontations are not mere spectacles. They're demonstrations of applied physics and speculative biology. Battle with King Ghidorah. Facing a rival with gravitational beam weaponry, Godzilla withstands extreme energy assaults, suggesting an extraordinary capacity for energy absorption and dissipation. Nuclear pulse attack. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, he emits a nuclear pulse, an omnidirectional blast, indicating control over not just beam projection but area of effect energy releases. Thermonuclear meltdown. In critical states, Godzilla can absorb excess radiation, entering a burning phase where his power output increases exponentially, albeit risking self-destruction. These feats challenge our understanding of energy dynamics, thermodynamics, and regenerative biology. Discovery and historical significance. In the Sarajan Formation, one of the world's largest coal mines, scientists uncovered vertebrae so large they redefined our expectations of serpent size. The discoverers, Jason Head and his team, published their findings in Nature in 2009, unveiling Titanoboa sarajanensis. The significance extends beyond its size. Climate reconstruction. Titanoboa's existence implies Paleocene equatorial temperatures were warmer than previously believed, affecting models of prehistoric climate. Evolutionary insights. As a bridge between ancient reptiles and modern snakes, Titanoboa provides clues about the evolutionary pressures and environmental conditions that shaped their development. Physical attributes. Key metrics of Titanoboa include length, approximately 12.8 to 14.3 meters, 42 to 47 feet. Mass. Estimations range from 1,135 kilograms to over 1,300 kilograms, 2,500 to 2,866 pounds. Diameter. Up to 1 meter, 3 feet, at its thickest, necessitating colossal metabolic demands. Physiological considerations. Metabolism. Being ectothermic, Titanoboa would rely on ambient temperatures, but its size suggests metabolic adaptations for efficient energy use. Sensory systems. Likely possessed advanced chemosensory abilities, Jacobson's organ, and infrared detection to locate prey. A trait seen in modern boids. Musculature. Robust muscles capable of exerting pressures exceeding 400 psi. By comparison, a human bite is around 162 psi. Predatory skills. Titanoboa's predation techniques would have been fine-tuned for its environment. Ambush tactics. Utilizing camouflage and patience, it would strike swiftly, minimizing energy expenditure. Constriction mechanics. Constriction doesn't just suffocate. By applying pressure, it can induce cardiac arrest by impeding blood flow, a method efficient against sizable prey. Diet. Likely included large fish, e.g., lungfish over 2 meters in length, and crocodiliforms like Ceratonosuchus. Environment. Our arena is a scientifically concocted environment, a deltaic region where an overgrown metropolis meets the tropical jungles akin to Paleocene Colombia. Factors considered. Temperature. Ambient temperatures averaging 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, to favor Titanoboa's optimal functioning. Radiation levels. Elevated background radiation, perhaps due to residual nuclear activity, sustaining Godzilla's energy reserves. Topography. Varied terrain including waterways, rubble, dense foliage, and urban structures. Conditions. A supercell thunderstorm looms overhead, introducing variables such as electric activity. Lightning could potentially interact with Godzilla's bioelectrical properties. Precipitation. Heavy rain reduces friction in surfaces, potentially affecting locomotion for both creatures. Visibility. Reduced visibility could either hinder or assist Titanoboa's stealth tactics. Godzilla's strengths and weaknesses. Strengths. Atomic breath. Energy output. Estimated at 3.15 times 10 to the 14 joules per blast, akin to a low-yield nuclear detonation. Temperature. Potentially exceeding 500,000 degrees Celsius. Durability. Resistance to impact. Withstands kinetic impacts equivalent to multiple gigajoules. Radiation immunity. Thrives on radiation levels lethal to other life forms. Regeneration. Cellular regeneration rate, CRR, hypothetically 10 to the power of 3 times faster than human healing. Weaknesses. Metabolic overload. Excessive energy demands may cause physiological stress. Environmental dependencies. Limited efficiency in extreme cold, where nuclear reactions could be less efficient. Cognitive limitations. While intelligent for a kaiju, may not recognize smaller threats. Titanoboa's strengths and weaknesses. Strengths. Constrictive force. Pressure applied, upwards of 400 psi, cumulative over multiple coils. Stealth. Camouflage abilities. Skin pigmentation could mimic environment, speculative but plausible. Sensory acuity. Highly sensitive to vibrations and thermal signatures. Weaknesses. Thermal regulation. Susceptible to fluctuating temperatures. Extreme cold or heat could impair function. Scale of opponent. The disparity in size and mass presents a significant challenge. Limited offense range. Necessitates close proximity, which could be perilous. First encounter. Godzilla's approach is heralded by seismic disturbances, a biological signature impossible to miss. Titanoboa, detecting these vibrations, interprets them as either an encroaching rival or unprecedented prey. At this juncture, Titanoboa's behavioral ecology comes into play. Does it engage out of territorial defense, predatory instinct, or avoidance? Combat strategies. Godzilla's tactics are steeped in dominance display and overpowering force, while Titanoboa's rely on stealth and precision. Titanoboa's options. Avoidance. Recognizing the size discrepancy and potential threat. Ambush attack. Utilizing cover to target vulnerable areas, such as joints or sensory organs. Godzilla's approach. Area denial. Using atomic breath to clear surroundings. Predatory response. Treating any moving entity as a potential threat to be neutralized. Key moments. An initial strike by Titanoboa successfully binds Godzilla's tail, applying constrictive force. However, the mass differential means Godzilla may scarcely notice or can easily counter with a flick of the tail, sending Titanoboa hurtling. Alternatively, Titanoboa might employ neurotoxic saliva, an attribute speculative but inspired by modern serpent analogues like the Divernois gland in some colubrids, aiming to incapacitate Godzilla. But given Godzilla's regenerative abilities and size, the efficacy is questionable. Climax of the battle, Godzilla, now aware of the persistent serpent, decides to end the confrontation decisively. As Titanoboa makes a final, desperate attempt to immobilize Godzilla, perhaps targeting an eye or gill-like structures, Godzilla opts for an adaptive tactic. Unleashing a nuclear pulse, a radial energy discharge. The energy output vaporizes the immediate area, and Titanoboa, caught in proximity, sustains catastrophic injuries. The climactic convergence of brute force and nuclear energy culminates in an incontrovertible demonstration of Godzilla's supremacy. Outcome and victory. Godzilla emerges as the definitive victor. The combination of overwhelming size, nearly inexhaustible energy reserves, and unparalleled offensive capabilities renders Titanoboa's strengths insufficient. The hypothetical battle underscores the limits of terrestrial apex predators when faced with a titan born of nuclear nightmares. Aftermath. The aftermath extends beyond the immediate destruction. Radiation levels spike, potentially inducing mutations in surviving organisms, a nod to Godzilla's role as a symbol of nuclear consequences. The environment would undergo rapid changes, possibly giving rise to new forms of life, echoing the themes of adaptation and the resilience of nature. We invite our scholarly viewers to contemplate. In a scenario where environmental conditions were manipulated, such as extreme cold impairing Godzilla's nuclear processes, could Titanoboa gain an upper hand? Or perhaps with speculative evolutionary adaptations, could Titanoboa's descendants pose a greater threat? Your insights fuel our explorations. Comment below with your theories, critiques, and any overlooked variables. Like this video if you enjoyed our deep dive, and subscribe to join us in future analyses that blend science with imagination. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, the next adventure awaits. This thought experiment, while speculative, serves as a bridge between disciplines, merging paleontology, physics, and cultural studies. It prompts us to reflect on humanity's fascination with the colossal, the unknown, and the consequences of our technological advancements. Both Godzilla and Titanoboa, in their own ways, are reminders of nature's awe-inspiring potential and the narratives we create to understand our place in the world. We extend gratitude to the paleontological community for their groundbreaking work on Titanoboa, to Toho Studios and Legendary Pictures for the rich tapestry of Godzilla lore, and to all the scientists whose research informs our speculative journeys. Thank you for embarking on this colossal voyage with us. Until we meet again, remember, the line between science and imagination is often thinner than we think. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the titanic wonders of our world.